Hey, so in this video, you are going to discover how to create a title on Amazon that attracts buyers. So they're gonna see it, it's gonna attract their eyes, they're gonna click on it, and it's gonna sort of make them even excited to buy the product. And hopefully it's gonna help you with the conversion so you will get more sales. So that's the topic of the video. And in this video, I'm today with Danny, the founder of MindCart AI. MindCart AI helps you make marketing decisions confidently. So for example, if you wanna test different titles that you came up with, you can actually see which one is better. We have another video with Danny, it's gonna be linked in the description, where we show you how MindCart AI works. Pretty cool tutorial, so check it out in the description. And there's also a discount coupon for MindCart AI there. So Danny, welcome, man.
Thank you, Vova. So today, like you said, I'm going to walk you through a very practical example. I'm going to do something that not everybody does who's a seller on Amazon. I myself am selling on Amazon. I'm going to show you one of my listings and show you how I built the title and image, because more and more Amazon buyers are buying on mobile, right? And on mobile, all you see is the title and the listing, whether it's in the search results or even once you click on it, right? The main thing that occupies the entire screen is the title and the image. And people either stay on the listing or jump off the listing just based on your title and your image. They don't see any bullet points. They don't see any descriptions, nothing. And they make a decision in a second, right? If not less. So your title and your image have to be compelling. And anyway, so enough about that. And we could talk more about how important the title is, but right now I just want to give a really practical walkthrough about how I build titles.
But Danny, compelling, okay. You mean like the picture and the title? It means that once a person, let's say, sees the title and then sees the picture, it clicks, it makes sense, both of them, like what he read and what he sees on the picture sort of makes sense. And he's like, okay, this is what I was looking for. Like my search intent is sort of what I'm seeing is matches that. And then both the picture and the title, right? Because that's what we see. Plus the reviews, obviously, that helps, the social proof. And then that's what you mean by saying compelling, like, right?
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Like you said, first step, when people buy on Amazon, they put a search in, right? They say whatever they're looking for. And mentally, when they see their search results, the first thing they do is, does this connect to my search or not? And that happens with the text. They read the text and they say, do these search results make sense? If not, they move on. So your title is so important that it makes sense to the customer. Okay.
I also add that on mobile, it's about 75 first charts that are seen. On desktop, obviously, it's also a lot of space. Yeah, this is something also to think about. All right, cool.
I know myself, I don't think in characters, right? Computers think in characters. I think in words, right? So 75 characters, just to give a sense, is about 8 to 10 words. Okay, so that's what you've got, and you have to usually include your brand and what the product is, which usually is the major reflection of the keywords. Okay, so you've already taken up, let's say, 5-6 words. You've got 5-6 words left. So you got let's say one phrase, 1 or 2 phrases that you want to put in there that are compelling to the customer, right? Okay, and now you have a lot of things to say about your product. So what are the 1 or 2 phrases that are going to be compelling to get buyers to click on your listing or just scroll past you like they're scrolling on Instagram? You know what I mean? You want them to stop. When they come to your phrase, your listing, right? You want them to stop and click on you. That's the most important thing. And that's the job of the title and the image. So I didn't make this up, right? This is pretty much standard operating procedure when it comes to building a title. There are 3 primary steps. You do the keyword research, okay? So whatever tool you're using to do keyword research, you want to look at whatever product you're trying to sell. You're going to look at competitive titles and what are the keywords that they're coming up on. The next thing you're going to do is look at competitive titles. What do they have in their titles? How are they describing their products? Now, you're doing this in some ways. You have to keep in mind that you want to differentiate yourself from your competitors. You don't want to just copy your competitors, but you want to get an idea of how they're describing their product. And that'll start to get you thinking about what are other things you can say about your product that are different from them. Okay. And the best way to do that is competitive reviews, because you're going to look in the reviews of your competitors and you're going to see what are customers missing about their products, and what can you say about your product that their product is not doing. Or maybe it's something that they like about your competitive product, but your competitor is just not talking about it in their title, right? And you get to talk about it, and hey, why not? So the product I want to show you, like I said, I'm revealing my secrets over here. This is the listing that I built. It's called a Brazilian butt lift pillow. Okay. And it's a double set. For those of you who are watching who don't know what a Brazilian butt lift is, you can look it up. It's very popular. It's a procedure to enhance your tush, to enhance your butt. Okay. So you can have a Brazilian butt.
Yeah.
I myself don't personally want a Brazilian butt, but there are a lot of people who do.
Yes. Right. Okay.
And after you get your Brazilian butt, you need a Brazilian butt lift pillow, because you're not going to be able to sit on your tush. So you need a pillow that's going.
Oh, all right.
Now it all comes together.
Okay.
Right? You want to be able to continue to do what you do. You want to be able to eat. You want to be able to work. You want to be able to drive. You need your Brazilian butt lift pillow. Okay.
Okay. So Danny, Brazilian butt lift is a surgery.
Yes.
Or something. Yes. Okay. Now I understand. Okay. Because I thought in the beginning now I read a little. So I thought it helps you by sitting on it, make a Brazilian butt.
No.
Okay. Okay, now I understand. All right. So people would get a sort of a surgery. They improve their butts, enhance their butts, right? Then it's a little bit hard to sit. Like it's pretty big, right? And it hurts maybe a little as well, I believe. And then people want to live their normal lives, right? So that's why they need a Brazilian butt lift pillow set with back support cushion. Right. So that's what we're seeing. Okay.
So now you can see the title, and I'll show you how we came to include these specific aspects in the title.
Curious.
So like I said, I went through this process, keyword research and competitive titles and competitive reviews, and I compiled a list. Okay. Here I compiled a list of 12 different phrases that I want to include. I potentially want to include my title. And I also compiled some pictures, four pictures. Okay, two pictures that I had created, and then two competitive pictures that show and these are pictures that I actually took off of listings, because I want to see how my pictures, should I make a picture like this of a woman sitting on it, or just with a chair? And I'm showing you now the after effect, and I ended up going with this picture right here. But how did I get to that? Right? How do I know? Maybe I should just show this. Now, obviously, with pictures, you have to comply with Amazon terms of service, right? We may have pushed the envelope a little bit with this one over here. Okay.
And you, yes.
But so far it's live, man. So
yeah, I hear
you. Whatever it takes. But what I want to focus on are these 12 phrases. Like I said, I'm going to be able to choose basically 3 of these phrases. One of them is going to describe the product, and then I get 2 other short phrases that I'm going to be able to go through to include. Okay, so these are some keywords that I looked up. BBL for Brazilian butt lift. People don't like to spell it out, right? Or Brazilian butt lift pillow. Should I spell it out? Here's some descriptions of, it's got a soft layer on top, comfortable on your thighs. Okay. Now, these are some things that some people don't even think about including in the title, because this is what people are looking for. People are looking for something that's different and something that's compelling. Say, hey, man, that's what I want, right? Durable, washable, removable cover. These are some things that I found in the reviews of people that people liked about the products that they were buying. Get the idea?
Yeah, they're looking for transformation. Like, so for example, they're looking to, let's say, durable and washable, removable cover. So they want to wash it sometimes because maybe they sit on it, for half a year or for 2 months. So they want to wash it, right? But if we include that in our pictures, obviously in our title though as well, right? Some of these, then once people see that might be what's going through their mind. And then once we connect to what's going through their mind, actually, then the chance of click is higher, if I understand you right.
Yes.
Okay.
So once I've done this, okay, I have 12. 12 is an important number, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay. And four pictures. So then I'm going to organize them, okay, into different topics. And again, I'm talking about building. We're building a title and an image together. We're trying to So what is it, right? That's going to be the first thing on the title. That's going to occupy the first section of the title. The second section of the title is, what does it do, right? What are the benefits of it? And the third thing is, how is it used, and what do I do with it when I use it, right? So do I use it do people care about using it for an office chair? The fact that they can sit on it for extended periods of time. That's the three key sections of the title, okay? And of course, the image. Mm-hmm. Now, once I have this organized, I basically have 4 sets of 4, right? I have the images, I have the what it is, the benefits, how I use it, and now I'm going to jump over to MindCart. I'm going to put these into my MindCart.
I'll stop you, Danny, here for a second. For those who are like, whoa, what is going on? MindCart, like I've introduced it, and I've mentioned that if you want to see a detailed tutorial of MindCart, how to use it, step by step, pretty much, we show it like from A to Z. There's going to be a link in the description to watch it later. But now we're also going to sort of go through it, but there was like the full A to Z tutorial.
Right. So let me make that jump a little bit. Now, okay, here I am. I'm an Amazon seller. I've got 4 images I got to choose from, right? I've got four descriptions that I got to choose from. Which one of these do I choose? Do I choose this and this and this? Or do I choose this and this and this, right? How do I make a choice?
The mistake most of the sellers make, they just think what they think. And that's my mistake that I like making a lot as well. I think that I know, but I usually don't really know because I don't get a BBL,
So it's a product you for sure can say you have no idea, right?
Yeah, so honestly, I don't. And
so most of the time we just guess. And that's a problem because we don't know, Okay. How can we find out? Now, I can try it in Amazon, right? I can put a listing up and I can maybe do an A/B test in Amazon, right? With different listings. Right. But those take weeks, right? They take at least 4, really 8 to 10 weeks and thousands of dollars in PPC spend, right? And traffic until you figure out what you should do. So MindCart is a system where I can put all this information at one time in. I can send hundreds of different combinations out to hundreds of people, right? Real potential buyers in a few hours, and get reactions and get responses to what combination is the best combination that's most compelling. That's what MindCart does. Yep. Very quick, very efficient, a fraction of the cost, a fraction of the time. Literally, you're saving a lot of time and money, and you're getting a compelling listing that right out of the gate, is going to get clicks of people who want to buy. That's a little bit more of a transition.
Yeah, appreciate that. Sure, explained a bit.
So I already filled this in. Okay, I put in the 4 images here, and then I put in the 4 product titles, right? What it is, the 4 benefits, and I just copied and pasted, and the 4 usage occasions, how to use it. Okay, and basically once you put this in here, you press go, okay, and the system creates just hundreds of combinations of all of these things. It takes an image and a product name and a usage occasion and a benefit and puts it together and shows it to somebody. And then it takes another combination and shows it to somebody. It keeps showing and showing and showing. Hundreds of combinations, hundreds of people, and it starts to see what combinations people like and what combinations people don't really care about. And this takes a few hours. And once you've done that, it spits out results. It tells you, okay, here's what you should do. And I'll go through this a little bit. Basically, this is an actual results that we got. On top, it says it's a snapshot. There are 4,000 impressions. And this is the highest impact combination. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to, in terms of number of people that click on it, it's not going to get as many clicks, but the people that click are the most likely to buy. And so it says BBL post-surgery pillow and ergonomic design to fit your legs. And you can sit on it for extended periods of time. Now you might be able to shorten this one a little bit, to get it in there. But these are the key ideas that I want to put into my pillow, into my listing to get the people who are most likely to click, okay? Or most likely to buy, okay? I have alternatives here that only reduce the score by 1 point, which is not enough, not significant. The score here is 101, and anything 90 plus is considered significant, very high.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have another option. I can go with broadest reach. Okay. Now broadest reach means I'm going to get more clicks. Now, when would you do broadest reach? When you want to launch a listing. Why? Because you want to get it ranked. And the way you get it ranked is by traffic. That's how Amazon decides that, yes, this is something that people really, really want, right? So in the beginning, you want to go with a broader reach title. And then once you've got rank, right, and you've got traffic, you might want to switch over to the higher impact title to get to make sure you're getting the traffic that's most compelling to buy. Now, this is still going to get people to buy. You see here, it's a score of an 86 instead of 100, but it's a little bit, it's just not as impactful. Okay. So what's the difference? Brazilian butt lift pillow. And if you remember my listing, this is actually the title that we ended up going with instead of the BBL, because it's going to get more clicks. And we just launched it recently over the past couple of months. So we're still in that phase. Sturdier underlayer that keeps you elevated, and a soft layer on top. Okay. So these are the key messages that you want to focus on if you want to get broad reach. That is it in a nutshell, basically.
All right.
Okay.
And what is on the lower side, Danny? There's market breakdown, segment 1, 2, 3. We have one that's circled, so to say. Yeah.
So this is good question. What's happening is our system is the reason why it's called MindCart AI is it's got artificial intelligence in it, and it's learning about the market while the process is going, and it's doing market segmentation. And market segmentation is something that all the big brands do, right? Try to understand who they should target and how they should target them. What happens is basically the highest impact. We're trying to find the group of people that are most interested in your product. Okay. And that ended up being segment 1. Okay. You can see the scores. Now the scores here are all very high, right? But this is the highest one. Now it's also, if you notice, the smallest size, but these are still relatively equal in size.
Yes.
Okay. But the point is, if you try to make everybody happy, you're not going to make anybody happy. Okay. So it's better to target one audience, okay, if you want to get the most sales, than to try to make everybody happy. That's why broadest reach is trying to make everybody happy. Okay, so it's going to get a lot of clicks because it's bringing ideas that appeal to different groups of people. But the highest impact is focusing on one group that's most interested in your product. A lot of people ask, how do I know who these people are? Can I define them by age, by region? What I'll tell you is, it's what we call self-selecting. Okay. When you're on Amazon, you're exposed to a very broad audience of people, right? The people putting your title in, you have no idea who they are. And you have no way of targeting based on demographics, as far as I know in Amazon, right? As opposed to like Facebook or Google. Amazon doesn't give you that capability. The only selection process you have are your keywords, right? And your titles. That's it. That's how you select your people. You have no idea who's clicking. And so that's what MindCart focuses on. It doesn't tell you who these people are. It tells you what you need to put in your title to attract whoever they are.
Okay. Yeah, so it does make sense. Let me see if I can sum it up here, this part. So on the left, highest impact, we're targeting like the results we get from MindCart. It says like the highest impact is the keywords or the phrases that if we put them in our title, people that see them, this segment of people that will click are most likely to buy. And I'll guess here, again, guessing might not be the best thing, but let's say that if their pain after the surgery is still very strong, because we want to avoid pain, maybe post-surgery BBL, like on the left, is very high impact. The person that's post-surgery, he just wants, or they want to just get rid of the pain as fast as possible. Maybe, I'm not sure here, right? So this word is like post-surgery. Yes, that's me, help me. Like, I need some help. I want to sit. I want to get back to life, And then boom, they buy. But maybe there's somebody that's a bit later post-surgery, maybe 2 months. I don't know how long it takes really. So maybe they still I'm not sure exactly here again, but maybe the bite is pretty big and it's still not that comfortable, so it doesn't hurt as much. So they don't necessarily, post-surgery is not talking to them maybe, but Brazilian butt lift pillow does definitely talk to them, and soft layer on top and all the other things. So broadest reach will reach everybody, and that's still great, but the conversion rate on the left will be stronger because people, the smaller amount maybe of people, but they're very, very hot. If we include these phrases, they'll buy probably. And yeah, on the lower side is just different segments that were tested. This is the one that gotten the less market size. Again, maybe these are, again, those that are just post-surgery right now or something like that. Again, guessing, but the effect on them and the impact there is stronger, pretty much. That's, if I understand right, pretty much.
That's a great analysis.
And then we know, then we put it, and then we're like, okay, it's still guessing in terms of, it's like not exactly guessing, we still need to test, but we have some data that was proven by testing before. Now we test on Amazon kind of thing, you know.
That's right.
All right.
Just in real life, right.
So after this, we've checked that, and then based on that, you created the title, right?
That's it, right.
All right. Do you mind sharing it, or what was your next plan here? Because here I'm not sure where we go. Or maybe.
So here, okay. Actually, we put in more than we should have.
Well, you're still adding extra, right? You're trying to fill as much, or it depends.
Yeah, we kind of here we went with this, and then we also added in we didn't put it. The post surgery came in a little bit later over here. We did some more analysis afterwards. And we found out that actually hemorrhoid recovery is also a potential other application.
And so based on what you found before, you have added that here. Plus, you are adding keywords such as BLL, right? Still, maybe you decided to go with the keywords on the right side, which was the broad reach, but you still said, hey, we need to add the keywords. So maybe we will add them still in the title, but maybe a bit later on or somewhere, because it's still, we should, in my opinion, add the relevant keywords throughout the listing and maybe even in the title. But the main messaging, and here's a question, like, and the main messaging comes first, right? Like what is the Brazilian butt lift pillow? And then there it goes with this back support cushion. That's the sort of the extra value proposition you have. Let's say this. So there's the back support cushion. That's what people see, right? Mainly, this is the first 10 words on mobile, right?
That's right. And I'll tell you, and also the picture, we ended up going with this picture.
Yeah. Why this one? Was it also tested, right? There?
Yeah, it was also tested. That's the one came out on top.
Because here we see that they can carry it, right? There's a back support that's obviously there, I see. They can carry that. We show the woman as a person. That's also good. Little detail. I'm really attentive to details. Sometimes red tank top on her. Not tank top, you call it. But yeah. I don't know. She's smiling. She's pretty. You know, she's carrying that. She seems happy. I mean, the product is big. Pretty cool. I mean... So Danny, let's wrap it up. We've talked about today the title, the image. Maybe in a few words, can you conclude it? So for those who are watching, like what should they do to create a title? Like sort of what to look at? Like just in a few words to sum it up. You know?
So like I said, the most important thing I wanted to show you is first of all the importance of a title in your listing. Yeah. How important it is for mobile. How important it is to include not only keywords, but key benefits that attract buyers. The way to get those is by looking at your competitors, your competitive reviews, see what they're not doing or see what they're not talking about that people like, and include those in your listing. You have about 8 to 10 words that you can work with. So you want to get the first few words to have a keyword that describes your product that's compelling. What's the problem? That we all usually just guess, right? We have a lot of ideas. We end up with a list of keywords and we just guess, and we don't really know what's going to work until, and it takes time for the listing to build the listing. And with a listing, you really have one shot, right? We all know that there's that honeymoon period when you want to get that listing ranked so that it comes up in the search results. So if you want to have a compelling listing that gets clicks, that gets traffic, that tells Amazon, yes, this is a product that people want to buy, you have to figure out what are the best key phrases to put in that listing right off the bat. And so MindCart is a way to get real feedback from real people, from real potential buyers in a few hours that helps figure out what's the key messages to put in your title to make sure it attracts buyers.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. Interesting information today. Thank you for sharing it. We're going to have in the description the link to MindCart AI if people want to check out the website, or they can just go to mindcart.ai. We're going to have a discount code, VOVA10, that grants 10% off for in case you'd like to work with MindCart AI. And you can add that code to the contact us once you're going to be filling the contact form, and then you get a 10% of discount, which is pretty cool, I think. And also up here on the screen is going to be an end screen on YouTube. We're going to have the tutorial of MindCart AI with Danny, where we show you how to use it. So if you want to see why did we fill all these things, how it works, what to put in, all the process, you can click on it now and go and check out the other video. Thank you for watching today. Have a great day. Danny, thank you.